Quitting isn't easy, but Nicorette Quickness
Howdy, Rachel. We're going to be starting in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to begin. 1 second, I'm just going to put things to the main. There we go. Oh, fucking hell, why does it keep doing this? Sorry, everybody. Don't worry, it doesn't normally do this. It's just being awkward today. Let me just connect it up. There we go. We should be fine now. Alright, everyone. Don't know what's up with my bloody thing today. Oh! Thanks, Will! Thanks for hosting us, dude! Hey, no problem. Anyway, everybody, welcome to Perception Check. Sorry. I made things here. There we go. There we go. We're all good. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright. There we go. Should be all good now. Let's get the team.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here. So, everyone, welcome to Perception Check. Yes. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. So, I hope everyone is sitting nice and comfortable today.
I'm going to be comfortable in about 20 minutes.
Too comfortable from the sounds of it.
A little too.
Yeah. Anyway.
God,
anyway.
Thank you for ruining it.
No, it's fine. As long as it's pleasant. Anyway, I am Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, and I will be your Dungeon Master for tonight. And joining us, we have the same ragtag crew as you know and love them, I hope. Anyway, we're joined by Raven.
Hello.
We're joined by Dell.
Oi, everybody!
Aeon.
Hello.
Chopper.
Hello.
Heidi.
Hi, I guess.
Lena.
Hey.
Whoever it was that broke, better say excuse me.
And
That was me. I apologize. And excuse me.
and Secton.
Hello.
Oh God! Wait, who's this?
Again.
You really sounded disappointed there.
No, I just.
I'm pulling everyone to the ground.
Oh my God! It was joined by Droopy. You know what? I'm rolling.
I'll roll for initiative.
Anyway, first of all, before we get started, tonight it is a bit of a shorter session as we got going on here, but I would actually like to point out that we have something very special going on. We are actually being hosted by DA Games on their channel. So that's it. So hello to everyone.
DA Games crew.
Yeah, so hello. So, in fact, we have got one person who mentioned they're watching for the DA game. So, Rachel, hello to you, and anyone else who's watching. So, if you're new and you're watching us for the first time, we'll just briefly go this. This is the Dungeons and Dragons stream that we do for the Joy Charge Gamers on Mondays, and this is Perception Check. So, as I mentioned, it is a shorter shift because, sadly, I have work early morning, which is a lot of crap. But, hopefully, we're going to get things going and enjoy the show. So, with that said, let's kick off the music. Chopper, you can't stop me this time. We have the creepy music.
Stop me.
I tried to stop you last time.
No. You came late. You came late, so you didn't stop me. I was like, you weren't here. I could play the music. All
I
right.
tried to stop you before that.
No, I mean, you... Never mind. I'll tell you later.
I'm messing with you.
I know. Anyway, last time on Perception Check.
Chopper was very late because he had work.
Ahem.
Sorry.
Thank you. The DM was... Just remember, the DM is remembering this. I would like to point out just before we start that Chopper has been drinking.
Only a little bit, and I just started about 5 minutes ago.
We're dead.
Yes, you are.
Anyway.
More like we're screwed.
Drunk Magnus is bad enough. Drunk Chopper's even worse.
Recap. We need a recap.
Hey, sorry.
Thank you. Especially to the viewers who are joining us for the first time. Anyway,
Yes.
last
Dive
time.
into the past.
Thank you.
Okay, shut up and let him talk.
Last time on perception check. No one? Thank you. Last time on perception check. The team of heroes, united by the will of Titanus Ron, had made their way to the city of Helix. After managing to deal with the insect problem and the threat of the Black Pen member of Diction, the team had rested up and had decided to try work on their next plan of action. After a little bit of investigating around, Secton managed to go back to the site where they had the battle against Diction, and his mighty Echowl, known as Ventus, managed to have a message with Enig, and with a very clever plan of pretending to clean the statue, managed to find a stone of transportation hidden inside the statue. Whilst this was going on, the pair of Magnus and Mugbeard had a nice talk with the mayor of Helix, Lord Lorna. And after the talk, the team managed to meet up, but not without a little bit of a hiccup. After acquiring the staff of Jirai from inside the sewers by a very nimble rat, the team were greeted with the hard choice of having to kill their part-time companion who had joined them in the city, the mighty Sparks the Scorpion. After managing to tame the beast just in time before the guards could come, the team were left with an ultimatum. Would they take Sparks with them on their next journey? Or would there be a way to calm him down? After a bit of talking, the team had decided that they were going to make their way to the town of Noir, the birthplace of Ursula. But not before that Zelion the Bard made a suggestion that maybe it was best to go back to Costico for reasons unknown. Whilst this was going on, the team were greeted by another Black Pen member, but this time not of ill intent. They were greeted by none other than a Black Pen member, a dragon born in red scales, known as Skull, Topaz's former childhood friend. After a bit of a nice talk and a warning from the Dragonborn, he vanished. And with that, the team were left pondering their next situation. And that is where we're going to start tonight's session. So, our team, are you ready?
Indeed.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Yep.
All right. So, at this point, Skull has vanished from the site in front of Topaz. Now, Topaz, you watched as Skull when he vanished. You sort of had your hand out, almost sort of like watching your friend being ripped away from you. But you knew that he was okay, and that gave you that nice solitude within you. At this point, the rest of you have...
Can I walk over and console Topaz?
If you want to, go ahead.
Alright, I'm walking over.
Okay, so Topaz, you watch as the half-orc is coming in your direction, but not with a malice intent in his eyes from the looks of things.
I know what it's like to lose a friend. I've lost many over the years, and most recently, I learned that I lost all of them, like minus the guys that are here. I know what you feel right now, and you have my solace.
Magnus, I appreciate it.
All I can do is say this: we will free your friend. That is my solemn vow.
Right.
And you will bring him home.
Right. I promised him that I would free him, and I intend to keep that promise.
Topaz, at the mention of the word home, and after you just said it, make an intelligence check. Actually, make a history check for me, please.
History check. Okay.
First roll of the
Check in an
night.
intelligence check.
Yeah. Well, technically it is, so yeah, I'd specify history in this case.
Okay. First off, can I say one little thing, please?
Go ahead.
I would really, really appreciate it if only one person would speak at a time, because whenever someone's trying to talk to me and someone else talks over that person, it's hard for me to understand what he or she is saying.
Don't worry, we're trying to work on that. It's a bit my fault for the group, but you know, it's the best we can do. But anyways, Topaz, make your history check if you would please.
Okay, well, to be fair with you, Chris, it's not your fault. It's just that you cannot control what this group does.
If we could avoid saying stuff like that, though, on the stream, that'd be nice, because you're making it sound like there's no control. And to be honest, we've got the drunkard who goes to the bar. Mugbeard.
Okay, well, here's the thing. You control the group, however, you cannot control their mouths.
She's technically
Is that
right.
better?
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, make the roll. Remember, we're up against the clock on this one, I'm afraid.
I know.
I know what you're trying to say, but let's get on. 6. When the word... Oh, oof, you kind of wanted higher to have this one. So, Topaz, at the mention of the word home from Magnus, after you have made your return statement, your mind is flooded with memories. The memories of your childhood as a young tabaxi kitten, and the sight of playing with Skull in the snowy peaks of your home area in the Crystal Gleam Mountains. At this point, where you're reminded of the happy times, you're then reminded of the horrible event that changed everything for you. The sight of Skull being taken away from before your very eyes, and your childhood ripped away, and you're flooded with those memories of everything vanishing.
All that from a low roll.
Oh no, this was that low roll was basically to figure out the next bit, that because it was a low roll, Topaz, you can't contain yourself and tears begin to stream down your face in clear view of Magnus.
I know how you're feeling. We will get our revenge. That's all I can promise you. It may not be now, and I don't know when, but it will happen. And we will get our vengeance.
I turn to Magnus and I just nod.
At this point, Magnus, you clearly see the tears streaming down the face. You see them coming down quite hard, and you can tell just by the look of your experience at the war that you recognize the feeling, and you are true to your word. Everyone else from the distance...
Can I roll to hug?
you can you can just hug her if you want.
I want to hug her.
All right. The rest of you watching, you all watch as Magnus displays a different side to him, a sign of affection as he hugs the tabaxi.
My eyes kind of widen a little at this sight, and then I just look away a little.
I just kind of smirk and to myself, so he's a softie deep down after all.
Okay. So,
Magnus may be an asshole, but he has a heart.
just how much is black and how...
Magnus.
You're not. Let me put it to you this way, Chopper. He's not as big of one as Diction is.
Oh, no. I'm stabbing him in the heart. Eating it for his courage.
Yep.
Does he even have one?
Magnus.
What?
Topaz is not a pet. Not your familiar. I walk off.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I walk up
Oh,
to Mugbeard and smack him upside the head.
donk.
Please.
All
Oh, don't worry. I'm doing that later.
right. Okay. So anyway, at this point, you are all, as you're all having this conversation, you're then greeted by the sound of footsteps. In fact, Mugbeard, coming from the direction where you guys are, ironically enough, you stopped me on this one. You actually see a sight standing before you. The sight before you is the sight of a familiar-looking, heavy-looking guy. It is none of
bartender.
It is none of
tab.
it is none other than a man holding a large axe in his hand.
Oh, that's
Bash.
It is none other than Bash.
I have some words for him.
Well,
Most of them are not kind.
Well, at this point, I haven't got my token with Bash on this one, but Bash is currently walking your direction from here. He's currently this way. In fact, at this point, he actually passes you, Mugbeard, and he gives you the look. Where you going?
What kind of...
Pub.
Good place. Tell you what, if you're coming back out, and he hands you a gold piece, bring me one back, if you would.
No guarantees he will.
You're asking a drunken monk to give you one, to bring back one for you.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Yeah, he don't know that.
Real smooth.
I put my head in my hand, and I'm just like, he's not coming back, is he?
No,
Well,
he's
hold
not.
on. Let Mugbeard do his thing. What are you doing, dude?
This is not enough for one bear for you.
Make a persuasion check.
Be in a barrel.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a 1. Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
Let's find out. 14.
Damn it.
14. He's gonna hold on a second. He's gonna insight against that. Okay. He looks at you for a moment, and he gives a playful smirk.
Okay, I have to ask, what was the roll?
You're gonna find out because I'm gonna tell you. He looks at you and goes, "Nice try, buddy. I know this town better than you." He got 17 plus 1.
Wow.
18.
Ah,
So he hands you the gold and says, "Get me one, sunshine." And he pats you back and lets you walk off as he walks towards the group.
You're not getting one, and I'll walk off.
At least he's honest. So at this point, so Bash comes over in your direction. He walks towards, obviously, Ursula, Trilly, and Zelion, so he's towards the group. And as he's walking over...
I refuse to look him in the eye.
Oh no, I have words for that guy.
Well, hold on. Let him get his words out first. He's coming to you first, remember?
Oh, he is he?
Yeah, he's coming to the group. He's coming over and he walks over and goes, "I'm so glad to see you guys are all right. I heard a motion from the guards that there was the scorpion trouble."
Yeah, no thanks to you.
What? Why is this his fault?
Where were you with the egg owl? I thought you were gonna tame it.
Well, if you haven't gathered, I was evacuating the people to safety, remember?
Right, but we also ate the egg owl, so there's that.
Oh, I was there. I was at the bar.
You were?
Yeah.
How drunk was I?
I'm drunk enough to not notice me.
Apparently, because otherwise I would have bashed your head in.
Ironic, since his name is Bash.
Well, Bash...
I would have done the bish bash bosh on top of you.
Bash just sort of chuckles and goes, "You're learning too well. So, I see you got the scorpion situation under control."
Yeah,
I look over to Sparks in his cage, and then I just nod. Yeah, we did.
Oh, that reminds me for a minute. Could you do us a favor? You have animal taming, right?
I have that ability, yes.
If you wouldn't mind, good Sam.
Oh, I get it. You want me to tame
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Fair enough then. If that's the case.
Hang on.
Oh.
If he tames it, won't Sparks be listening to him? And we need to leave.
Well, technically, he could tell the scorpion to leave, or tell it to listen to us. I've got a point there.
Only if he's able to tame it.
Yes, true.
Wouldn't it just be easier to get Zellion to do it?
You both can try it. But if one fails, the other one tries it.
Guys, I only have one spell. I only have enough energy for one more spell.
Yeah, let's let Bosch do it.
Bosch? Who's this Bosch? He looks over and goes, "It's pronounced Bash, pal, not Bosch. I'm not the high class."
I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I'm still drunk from the night before.
It gets a good time. All right.
No kidding. I
Okay.
nearly won that competition.
Right. In that case, and he walks over, and he's actually standing in front of you, Ursula, and goes, "Sorry, pretty one. Mind moving aside?"
Ursula.
Sorry, it cut out there. What?
Bash is currently heading in your direction towards the scorpion. He goes, "Sorry, pretty one. Would you mind moving out the way for the man to take a shot?"
I silently move back.
Honestly, I would have punched him in the crotch if he had said that to me.
He look.
I
That's
just
just
refuse to
personally,
talk
though.
to him.
He looks over and goes, "Much obliged."
I just narrow my eyes at Bash at what he said to Ursula.
My eye is actually twitching in real life because of that sentence.
Wait, hold on! Brownie cut out. What did he say to me?
I
Thanks, pretty one.
Yeah, I said, "Thanks,
Oh,
pretty
okay.
one," and he's walking past you. Right, at this
Basically,
point,
he said, "Let the man handle it."
At this point, you watch as he points the... God damn it, Heidi, I see that in the chat. By the way, also I'd like to point out, Rachel, I'm glad you're having a great time. And Will, if you're still watching this, I hope you're having a laugh too, my friend. Glad to see you're enjoying things.
Always welcome to come back.
Yeah.
Yes, please do.
Anyway, he's now
The
got...
pissing wizard is missing.
So at this point, he holds his axe in front of him, and he goes, "Right, let's see if I can still do this." He slams the axe into the ground, and with that...
Did you do this before?
Yeah, he did do this before. At this point, he puts his hand on the axe, and he's going to try and cast the animal friendship spell.
Alright.
Okay. As he puts his hand...
That's not good.
He puts his hand out, and he waves it a little bit and goes, "All right, pal, you've had your fun." And with that, you watch as Sparks generates a similar glow. One that you have all seen before. And with it, the glow begins to dim.
Knew it.
Then glows brighter again. And then... it glows off. And Sparks looks over in Bash's direction. He got a 19!
Oh!
Damn! The Sparks under control
Yeah.
again.
So at this point, the scorpion, Sparks looks over at Bash and just playfully raises his claws in the air and just has a bit of a fun by just going...
Aw, that's cute.
Give me a second. There
Still in the cage, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I just had to turn him around. So at this point, he looks over, and then Bash turns in your direction and goes, "Right, that should do it. So, what are you guys exactly doing?"
Trying to figure out how to tame Sparks, which you just did for us. Thank you, by the way.
No problem. Don't know why you were having such a hard time.
How long is this gonna last?
Well, it lasts...
24 hours.
Yeah, it lasts about 24 hours if your bard friend's anything to go on.
That's not enough time to get us to my home.
Although, how fast can a scorpion run, by the way? Because I have an idea.
Scorpions move roughly about 35 feet per round.
That's actually pretty damn good. That's 5 more feet than we can... Actually, we might be able... How much does a horse run?
Horses. I'll have to look that up in my book.
Because I have an idea.
This is why I
Okay,
love...
what's the idea?
We're gonna hitch Sparks up to the cart.
You mother...
Wait a second.
Yeah, if you guys do that, then just get it. Okay, if you guys do that, just make sure he goes back in the cage before the 24 hours.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Okay, to give you your answer, 60 feet.
Fuck.
Oh, I don't think we have any
Look at
horses
this.
around here.
Horses are still hitched up to the cart.
Oh,
Speaking of, where is the cart?
Back at the castle.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's currently back outside Lorna's mansion.
Excuse me, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Somebody
fine.
needs to go grab that.
I really don't feel comfortable bringing Sparks with us. It's just gonna be way too much risk if he goes wild again.
I mean, we have a walking tank.
And you guys can bring the cage and just
That's
bring
true,
the
we
cage
can.
and lock them in it just in case.
How much does a
heavy is it?
horse move when it's loaded?
Depends on the weight attached. If you're planning to
How
just...
heavy is the crate? The
the
cage.
The cage right now, concerning there's a giant scorpion sitting inside of it, and the cage needed...
Without the scorpion.
Okay. Let's see. Let me check my notes. Without the scorpion, it would take 2 to move.
So about 300 pounds.
Roughly about that, yeah.
Those horses aren't even near their maximum load. How much can a horse haul? 2 horses haul.
Concerning that 2... Sorry.
I've got a plan. If you,
Well,
if you can't already tell.
Concerning 2 horses just managed to pull all of you except Secton and Topaz along for the ride, and that was just about there. I'd say if you're planning to have the 2 of... Imagine if all of you were in the cart, the horses would be at their limit.
Ooh, we're gonna need another couple of more horses. How much for a horse?
Well, we'll have to ask around.
Fair point, Sexton.
Bash looks over in your direction and goes, "Horses? Wait, what exactly?
Yes.
What exactly are you guys planning exactly?"
We're planning on taking the cart. We're planning on buying another cart. At least I am planning on buying another cart. Hitching up a couple horses to it and having Sparks follow us. You're more than welcome to join us, Bash, if you're willing.
Well, I appreciate your offer, kid, but
Think about it. How many other animals have you not tamed yet? How much more does the Black Pen have? Think about it. All the animals you can tame, all within the... And if all you just need to do is come with us. Can I roll a perception? I need to roll a persuasion check. don't
roll
I?
a persuasion check.
I think it's +0.
Giving Magnus a murderous look in my eyes.
14. Well, he's gonna do something.
Please be a 10. Please be a 10!
Natural 20!
Damn it! Alright, so that didn't work.
Yeah, he looks over in your direction and goes, "Well, I appreciate things, kid, but I'm
If I
actually
give you a platinum.
sorry, but I'm under obligation."
What if I buy out your obligation?
Magnus, he said no. That's that. Please
Magnus,
just
I
leave it
think-
be.
I think our party's big enough.
Fair enough, Secton.
Thank you, Sexton.
He is the
I'm-
voice of reason. Mine.
Well,
I'm the only
I'm-
voice in your mind.
come on.
You're probably amongst about the top 10, alright? The top
I
10.
thought you lost your mind.
Guys,
What makes you think I have a mind?
Anyway,
Moving on.
Nah.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all right. Bash,
okay.
sorry.
Okay, well, I would like to speak.
Go ahead,
please.
Del. Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
Go.
It's all right. Well, I'm still planning on go, and then maybe traveling back to Hope Key. I have my reasons for this, but
Oh,
I look at.
I actually have something for you if you're going back to Hope Key.
What?
I'm gonna walk over to Zillion.
Okay.
All right.
Here. I take out the shard that I got from what's her name?
From
Lana?
from Lorna.
Lana. Yes. It's like you think you can keep this safe?
So Zelion, you look over and you actually see for the first time around the hand that Magnus has is a small bit of rope, and attached to that small rope is the.
No, it's around my neck. It's the same necklace.
Oh, it's the same
my
necklace.
Neck. I'm holding it like a necklace you pull out of your shirt.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. So you look over and you see in his hand, just about with his giant or half-orcish hand, a crystal. But this crystal is in the shape of what looks like a half-cut diamond, but not quite the same. Only it's about the size of a coin. And it is colored in a very, very pretty shade of... Bloody hell, getting my notes back again.
Red.
Thank you. Wait, red? Was it red?
Red.
Yeah, it was red. Thank you. And the shade of red. It is the...
So wait, he didn't show this to me when
I didn't show this
he and
to
I had the
anyone.
talk, right?
No. He technically... Basically, the only people who know what this look like right now is Magnus and Mugbeard, because Magnus came in and you guys were having fun with the scorpion.
Yes.
Right.
And you didn't get a chance to do anything when
Is anyone else looking at
wait,
this?
Goldie was the one who gave a shard to Magnus, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, so I have two at the moment.
Yeah, so around there you do see the shard of Azzy and the shard of Catalyst gripped in his hand.
So
I'm keeping the shard of Catalyst, by the way. Only the shard of Azzy's going with Zelion.
Sure you want me to hold on to this?
I made a promise. A promise that if we were to ever go, this would be in Titanus' hands. I made a promise never to bring this towards the pit. And the only safe place at the moment from the Black Pen is in Hope Key. I need you to go there first. Give this to Titanus, and then you can do what you please. That's all I ask.
I look at the shard, and then I kind of look at Magnus, and I'm like, you can, if you want, you can come with me.
Unfortunately, I can't. Honestly, I'd rather stay with the group. Defense in numbers and the like. And I think that I could be of some use in Noir. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to join you. And Secton, get away!
No. What's Secton? Secton? What are you doing? Just to get the
I'm
info.
walking over there. What do you got there?
You're gonna have to roll a stealth check, by the way.
No. Secton, are you trying to be sneaky or are you just walking over?
No, I'm just walking over.
Walking over. So, Secton, as you walk over, you see round in Magnus... Magnus, if you're trying to hide him away from Secton, I'll have to ask you to make a sleight of hand check.
Basically, I want to make a bluff, saying, "Oh, it's just a piece of jewelry I picked up earlier. What do you think of it?" Type of thing.
Then in that case...
Persuasion?
Deception.
Ooh, that's a +1, I think.
Yeah, Secton, make an
+0.
Yeah, Secton, make an insight.
Yes!
Well,
imagine if you had a natural 20.
Well, Secton has to be... Oh! Natural 1! Even with... Secton, you...
I should have to ask, did Magnus walk over and start whispering to her, or was he simply talking to her? Because
Zelion is the male.
I was standing right next to you.
Yeah.
Every time.
So Secton, as you sort of walked over, you sort of clicked into the conversation. Because you were more curious as what the thing was, you missed Magnus's words about the fact that these are shards, and you just look over and you just think they're pretty stones.
Yes. Okay. Yes! It worked!
I kind of glance up. I kind of look at the shard of Catalyst, right?
Azzy.
Yeah. Well, the shard of Azzy, just for clarity, shard of Azzy is the blue one. The Catalyst is the red one.
Oh yes, catalyst. The catalyst. You're
Yeah.
right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I kind of grip the collar of my own shirt for a brief moment, and then think it over, and then I hold up my hand.
I give him the stone.
I take it, and then put it around my neck and tuck it into my shirt.
I'm keeping that shard that Goldie gave me, by the way. That's so we each.
Right.
So now 2 people have a stone.
Okay, so Magnus, you obviously have the shard of Azzy. Zelion, you have the shard of Catalyst.
Make sure that never makes it to the pit.
In fact,
Ever.
as you both look over the shards, by the way, the
Oh, please
shard,
don't tell me we're about to spawn something.
the shards begin to glow.
Oh God damn it! Please
They both
tell me
begin
we're spawning
to
something.
They both begin to glow, and at this point, I need you both to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Wait. How would they not glow when they're on my neck?
You don't know that yet.
Fine. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
Plus
saving throw for both of you.
Wisdom. Mine's a plus 1, so
14, not bad.
Okay.
20 plus 1.
4. Ooh. So, Magnus, as you look at your stone, you begin to feel something odd about the one that you're holding. As you're holding on to it, you begin to feel your body begin to feel a similar sensation to what you felt before. But you know this is coming, and you shrug it off. Zelion, you're not as lucky on this one. As you feel the tingling sensation within you, you begin to hear a voice in the back of your mind. Your eyes go blank. Your stare goes literally up to the sky. The lot of you who are close by can see Zelion just looking up. And at this point, Zelion, you're the only one who hears this. You
Kaya. After you're done, sorry.
Thank you. Sorry, let me finish my thing. Zelion, as you hear a voice in the back of your mind. The voice is dark and gruff.
Oh boy.
And at this point, you then hear a sentence. What is your desire? Your truest inner desire? Tell me. Tell me. Yeah, at this point, Magnus, make a perception check looking over Zelion.
Is that a plus 0 still?
Yep.
Oh no, it's a plus 1.
Oh.
18.
Oh, with high rolls.
What is these high rolls, everybody?
Wow,
it's me.
Magnus.
Yeah, every time it's
Yeah.
not combat, I get high rolls.
Me and
every single time.
At this point, as you're all looking over, Magnus, you look over, and all you see... Oh, glad you liked it, Rachel. At this point, Zelion, your blank stare is transparent. Magnus, as you look over, you're snapped out of your situation, and you look and you see Zelion completely lost in
I rolled to
whatever's going on.
slap him out of his trance.
Am I able to respond to the dragon at all? Am I, or whatever
Don't
the
you
voice
dare. It's my turn.
Well, ahem. Let the DM decide. Zelion?
I am prepared.
Zelion, you can respond first because technically the dragon was speaking to you. You failed the throw, so the inner voice. I just spoiled it. Yeah, it's the fucking dragon.
I kind of figured it was. No, I kind of
Yeah.
figured it was the dragon. I mean, they're all dragon shards, technically.
Yeah. So yeah, you hear that voice. Yeah. So, what is your desire?
My desire?
My eyes widen. I know what's happening.
Magnus.
No, I heard her.
Yeah.
Him. Fuck. Every
Yeah.
time.
Don't.
heard him.
Yeah. I'd say Chopper. If I may be nice, please don't interrupt till I can say. Okay.
Roger that.
Thank you.
Okay.
DM's word.
All right.
More poos.
I think right now I'm just hoping to find my father. What I want.
Which your blood or your substitute?
What are you talking about?
Do you wish to find the blood father of thyself, or the father of the one who raised you when you lost it all?
I never. Well, I'm looking for my blood father. I never knew him. I want to meet him. And I kind of hold my head, just trying to figure out who this voice is. Although I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Well, at this point, just make an intelligence roll for me, please. Just a straight intelligence roll.
Okay, so
Yep, you can add your modifier.
My intelligence is +2. Okay,
yep, so add your modifier as well. 16. Okay. Despite the fact you've never heard this voice before, and the fact that you sort of clicked it came from the shard, you get this inner feeling that you believe that this is the voice of the dragon that lies within the shard. And as you begin to realize this, you look forward and you see a figure beginning to form as you listen to the voice. It slowly begins to grow bigger, and at the minute, it just looks like a shadow.
Just make out what this figure is.
Well, because of your figure, you can begin to see it slowly taking shape, but you recognize the voice as something as you can think it's the dragon, but the figure doesn't really match the voice.
Who is that? What is that?
You then hear the voice coming from the figure as you begin to see it sort of combine. And there you see the figure beginning to grow bigger. It starts by being about the same size as you. Then it grows another 3 feet. Then another. And then another. And as it stands about near 15 feet above you, it looks down and it stares at you, and there you just see a face. A face of a scaly variety. You see smoke brimming from the nostrils, which are almost as big as you. You see a pair of yellow eyes with a black slit, almost similar to your dragonborn friend Goldie. And almost similar to Skulls as well. As he looks down at you, the figure begins to take shape.
Release me, and I shall grant you the justice and the means for your desires.
Justice? I don't. What justice are you talking about? I'm not seeking revenge against anybody.
Oh.
Can I slap him?
At this point, Zelion,
question.
Yeah, no, not yet. I'll let you know when you can, okay?
Sorry.
Zelion, as you hear the voice, he leans in and just chuckles, just maniacally a little, like.
Every being wants justice, whether it be for the loss of a loved one, the loss of home, or just for the sake of purpose. I can tell within you, It is the presence of finding what led you to your liberation.
My eyes widen briefly. Are you talking about the? I kind of hesitate to continue. I'm thinking, and in my head, I'm kind of thinking: is this creature, this dragon, talking about the prophecy?
He looks over you briefly and goes,
My name is Volcanus. I am the dragon who will grant you your justice. Release me, and I shall grant it.
and at this point, Magnus, you may make your slap if you wish.
Thank you, God. Ha! 20.
20. Yep, that hits. So, unarmed there. So, Zelion, just as you're hearing Volcanus just finishing his statement, as you're about to respond, you then feel a shake within this void that you're in. And at this point, Volcanus just smirks at you and goes,
It appears this will commence another time. If you wish to speak to me, just call my name, and I...
And at that point, the vision fades. And Zelion, you snap back as you find yourself now fallen flat onto the floor. Literally,
So it's an automatic 7 damage.
yeah.
Oh no! Oh, 5 damage. My bad.
5 damage. So Zelion takes 5 damage. So Zelion, you're on the ground and you snap back out. You feel your eyes slowly begin to focus as you look up and you see the sight of a large hand now slit in front of Magnus's face.
You heard the voice, didn't you?
I kind of hold my face where I got slapped, and I'm just kind of still a bit disoriented. I kind of sit upright and just look at Magnus. But voice, what? I
can tell by your expression you heard a voice. Probably from the shard itself. You're not strong enough. I don't need that
Since
back.
I'm nearby, I'm gonna help Zelion to his feet.
Okay.
I'm taking that shard back.
help. I take a step back before Magnus can grab it back.
Oh, sorry. By the way, I'd like to make... No. If I may...
I'd like to take an advantage roll, considering they're moving on my range.
Let the DM talk.
Thank you. I realized I made an error.
Oh?
It's not... It's, just to clarify, did I say for Catalyst, by the way, did I say it was the red one or copper?
You said it was the red one.
I made an error. It's actually copper for Catalyst. Catalyst is the copper dragon.
Wait, I thought she had... Wait, now I'm remembering it. Yeah, Lana had Esto.
Esto. Oh, fucking hell, I got mixed up in gems. Damn it. Right.
Wait, which one? I know.
Okay.
Which ones do I have?
Esto. Esto's the red one. Esto's the one you've got. It's Esto. Sorry.
Wait, no, I have the shard.
I'm sorry. That's my error. That is my major error.
Okay. It's
fine.
Okay, yeah. So
I'm
confirmation.
I'm still taking that gem back.
This one's yeah. Okay. So I mixed up my gems. Give me a second.
Yeah. Matt,
Roll persuasion.
Okay, after accepting the help up from Ursula, I kind of put my hand over my chest where the shard in my pendant are, and just kind of glare at Magnus. No.
What did it ask you?
At this point, the rest of you all now hear Magnus is just saying this at this point, and Bash actually looks over in your direction and goes, that magic goobity-gook again.
Affirmative. Now, I believe you have Bar to take over. Go find Mugbeard.
Right, yeah, I should probably go check on that beer.
Odds are he's already drank it by now, so go quickly.
All right, see you later. At this point, Bash leads up to the bar, and at this point, while you're all blocking the way, The scorpion barges towards you and passes through the crowd of you.
Wait, you mean you got out of the cage?
Yeah, you're all in the way.
His control.
It's under Bash's control. Bash is the one doing it. So I need you.
Wait, does that mean it broke out of the cage?
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, shit. Oh yeah.
It could have done that anytime it wanted to.
Yeah.
Seriously?
I forgot it was in the cage. It's actually Bash. It's actually Bash in the cage to try and move forward, and it's knocking it slightly. Sorry, I'll put it as that way. My God, I am not with it today.
Is it moving like inch?
It's moving slowly. In fact, Magnus and Zelion, it's currently about 5 feet from behind you at this point.
Can I just look at it like, what the hell is going on with that thing?
It's under the animal friendship spell. Remember, it's gonna follow Bash.
Yeah, but we also have the staff of whatever that's called.
Staff of
Let's
Jirai.
not. No.
Thank you.
Let's not use the staff of Jirai.
No, I don't plan on it. Who has it, by the way?
I'm gonna butt in here.
I think Trilly does.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm gonna butt in here. Magnus, what is going on?
Can I roll for bluff?
Make your. Make your.
It's
Yeah. Now roll
a smoke grenade or something.
Now roll deception check.
Deception?
Yeah.
Still +0.
Yeah. Just to mention, anything you say, if you're going to make a lie.
Oh fuck.
Sexton, would you like to make an insight check?
If it's a 1, I'm gonna laugh.
You have to beat a 4.
If it's a 1, I'll tie.
Yeah.
1.
So in other words, natural 1 is the only way this is gonna fuck up.
Natural 1. Please be a natural 1.
18.
Fuck.
Sexton, you look over Magnus, who's currently sweating drops right now, and you see Zelion currently there, and you then glance down, and you actually see both the stones at this point dim.
I make an arcana.
I have some explaining to do, don't I?
When I see them, I'm not interested in what Magnus has to say. I want to.
Okay.
Do an arcana check on him?
Go ahead, make an arcana check.
A 1. Please be a 1.
25!
Sometimes I forget his arcana check is exactly the same as my strength check.
He got an 18 plus 7. Okay. Zekton, looking at the stones, you can easily tell from your days of growing up with the age of the magic arts in your blood. You can instantly tell by this glow and the stare that Zelion had, you can tell that what was going on was a of mind manipulation. You could tell that the spell tried to get a hold of where Magnus it didn't quite work on Zelion. It almost took the full effect. But from the smack, you realize that things are okay. But your eyes are alert that the fact that there was some mind manipulation going on. And you can tell clearly, because you got higher than 20, you can tell that the source was instantly coming from a spirit from inside each stone.
Magnus, what is this?
Can I roll another deception check?
Nope. You failed the first one.
Fair enough. It's a stone I got. It's a stone, alright? It's a dragon stone.
And you weren't going to say anything about this.
I was told not to.
Topaz, at this point, you've managed to snap back a little bit after your moment, and you can now hear all of this conversation going on, just to clarify.
Okay, thank you.
Carry on, you two.
Magnus, you expect me to travel with you with these stones and not tell
Goldie
me what
told me not to.
Look,
Goldie told me not to tell you about the stone I had. And then I was told by the person who paid you, by the way, not to tell anyone.
So I'm supposed to traipse around thinking nothing's going on while we're carrying 2 of these magic mind control stones.
There's a reason I gave it to Zelion, so one of them would get away from us. I was given this stone to protect it, and I will do that until I die.
And how can I help or protect if I don't know what's going on? Is there anything else that I need to know?
One of the Black Pen members is pretended to be my friend. That's all you really need to know.
Which, for clarity,
and I am going to protect this stone from that guy as long as I live, or at least as long as he lives, because I plan on killing that bastard.
Yeah, you plan on killing everybody, and it almost gets us killed.
Not you. I like you for now.
Just like you like Trilly and Mugbeard when you shot that cannon at him.
That was a misfire.
I blink and look alarmingly over at Magnus. You did what?
Yeah, so
That's
Zelion...
a long story.
Yeah. Sorry, just to clarify for the viewers, Zelion did not know that Magnus accidentally shot a cannon towards the bad guy, but it backfired and it ended up getting 2 allies in the process. Just to clarify.
3. They got hit.
Oh, 3. Sorry, my bad. 3.
Like, I face palm. Look, Magnus. As much as I understand your concern, this is it's. Look, I don't know what happened, and I don't know what I don't know what the heck you were told, but. But I'm also going to Costico. If you, I'll go to Hope Key first and drop it off with Titanus. That way,
I don't trust you with that stone. Not anymore. Not after what it did to you.
Start speaking in Orcish. What? Okay, what are you worried? What are you worried is going to happen?
I saw what happened to your eyes. It nearly did exactly the same thing to me. It spoke to you, didn't it? It's asked you what your wish was.
Magnus, just for clarification, this moment with the stone was actually the first time that you experienced it. Just for clarification.
Yeah. Wait. Why did the two? Wait, what? Why didn't the two interact with each other?
You don't know that yet.
Can I roll a perception check or history check?
There are literally dragons inside the stones. I think they have some tricks.
Fair point.
Yeah, you suddenly hear Volcanus just go,
"Wanna see a magic trick?"
You're
being hypnotized by an actual stone. For my next trick, I shall make you all disappear.
Why does that? Like, gosh, why does I want to say I know. Sounds similar to
It sounds like Ripsaw, whatever the hell his name is from Saw.
Or maybe you prefer,
I don't watch Saw.
Or perhaps you prefer Dr. Claw.
Yeah,
which is also ruining my voice. Could we not do that again, please?
Maybe not.
The dragon voice.
The trophy.
Bad.
Anyway.
Yes, thank you. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
At this point, also, by the way, guys, as you're having this conversation, the noise is attracting a crowd coming in your direction, wondering what's going on.
Look.
Can I call a guard? Are there guards anywhere near us?
Right now, there are no guards in sight. Remember, they've all gone off to leave you to your devices. Go on, Del.
Okay. I look Magnus dead in the eyes, still speaking in Orcish. Look. If you want to talk about this, we'll go back to the inn and talk about this. But we're not talking about this out in public, where literally we're causing a scene.
I reply in Orcish. Agreed.
By the way, at this point, Mugbeard.
I believe he's still at the pub.
Yeah, at this point, Mugbeard. You managed to, just to clarify, are you actually buying a beer, by the way?
It's 1 gold? Well, I imagine I can buy multiple beers.
You can buy, yes, you can buy a few, so how many are you going to buy, just for clarity? Because I had to point out...
Wait, how much does one cost?
Depends on it, but at the minute, they are about... it's 1 silver for a standard one, 2 for a fancy one.
So either 5 fancy ones or 10
or a mixture or whatever.
Ones.
I'll say at this point, Mugbeard, you buy whatever you want to buy, and Bash has actually joined you at this point.
No, I
can't
left a
get
lot
away with
earlier.
stuff like beer.
Oh, yeah.
I've got time.
Oh no, yeah. So I'd say you can, depending on how many you drink or how many you're getting, I'd say you could probably get a good few in, depending on how many you're going for.
Okay, so I'm going to buy one small beer.
One small.
I'm going to leave that for Bash. And the rest is going, well, I'm going to drink them.
Okay, so that means that means if I recall, I think one silver left over. Yeah. One
pocket it.
Yeah, one's okay, fair enough. So Bash has caught up, and he notices all your cans and goes, "What the bloody hell, man? You cut off drink!"
Oh, here's your beer, and I shoved the smallest one to him.
I didn't specify the size. Well played, monk. By the way, keep the change.
I've only got one
change?
thing to say right. I've only got
What
one thing to say
change?
right.
Fair
I've
enough.
only got one thing. I've only got one.
Go on, what's that, Lena?
You cheap bastard!
Alright, so you guys have had your drinks, and after a bit, you two both make your way back now. You both sort of decide to come back and check on the group. Just so that you know, you guys have now turned in, and all you see is the crowd that has gathered around them at this point. And while this is going on, you guys have just had your conversation. And you see a couple of crowd people sort of murmuring around and going, "What are they talking about? Oh, I know, I'm just hearing this grunting. Wait, they're speaking in Orcish, aren't they? Maybe we should get Titan."
How far away is the crowd?
The crowd right now is...
the crowd?
You're just behind the crowd. You're about here at this point. The crowd is is sort of... It's sort of in a square, so it's like there to there, to there, and then to there. So in other words, yeah, roughly around there. So at this point, you hear them talking about sort of getting Titan, and one of them sort of goes, "Yeah, I'll go get him. We'll find out what they're talking about."
I'm gonna.
no.
Oh yeah, they're
and
sometimes
I will-
kind of rude.
I'm taking a step forward, and I will cast Thunderclap.
Oh,
Range is 5
I
feet.
have to roll again, don't I?
No, there's no one within 5 feet of me.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, you're just out of range of everybody.
So it's just gonna be a loud noise, and none of you are in range for the attack.
Okay.
Well, at least I know I'm far away.
So, Sexton, just make a roll just as if you're attacking with it, just for clarification.
It is just a Constitution save.
Oh, fair enough then. In that case, I'm just gonna do one Constitution save for the buildings close by, just to see how they last. Okay. So, Sexton, noticing the scenario and the situation, you raise your hands in the air, almost like you're giving a giant Y symbol. And at this point, you curve your hands round, and with one clap of your hands, this noise echoes through the whole of the square. At this point, those who are kind of close, the noise echoes like a loud burst of thunder. Some of you have to cover your ears. Those who have sensitive do have to cover them up. And most of the crowd are sort of cowering up in fear at the sight of this, and they're all looking in your direction, Sexton.
And I'm gonna try to do an intimidation to shout, "Nothing to see here. Go back to your homes."
Are you actually trying to scare them, or are you persuading them?
I'll try to intimidate them.
Okay, make an intimidation check. 23. They sort of look in your direction, and not to get the wrong idea of you, pretty much the whole group begins to turn and walks away. Some of the Mugbeard are just passing you and Bash, and they're actually beginning to pick up speed and walk away at the sight of this magician who just caused thunder to appear with a clap of his hands.
I'll just casually step back and we should take this inside.
Agreed. Very drunk chopper.
Yep, so Mugbeard, you've just arrived back now, and you're basically just getting to the group. Topaz, you're making your way just over to the group as well at this point as well.
Okay.
Bash comes over and goes, what the bloody hell were you guys doing?
Now you're
I was
in business.
drinking.
That's what we're doing.
Attracting a crowd.
I can tell that. Were you trying to put on a show?
Magnus was.
I was not.
Let's
Want a
just
show?
let's just get inside.
Please.
Well, the question is,
If you want it.
where are you guys going to go, though? That's the big question.
I would
Bar.
suggest the inn.
Well,
But
yeah.
it's the same place as the bar. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. Well, we'll say in this scenario that at this point, Bash looks over and goes, well, if you're going to take this somewhere, I suggest you do somewhere kind of quiet. And with this noise, it might be best if you get yourself moving. If Lorna gets a word of this, I don't think you guys will be allowed in this city for a while. Or probably again.
Right, that's it. I clap my hands and I start walking over towards Sparks' cage.
Whoa.
Sparks looks over at this point and he looks at you kind of confused, but still kind of happy that this is an ally close by and just looks at you and goes like, shh.
I kind of smirk at him and I'm like, well, buddy, looks like either we're on our own or we're going to have company because I am leaving for Noir. If anybody wants to join me, then please do. And I'm taking Sparks with me because, as you remember, they wanted us out of the city before tomorrow, and we're wasting time here. So we're moving out, people.
What's in Noir?
Of course, I did say I'd be following you, but I gotta get that shard first.
Forget the shard. We are going. Besides, isn't Zellion going to be leaving for Hope Key anyway? And
True.
Lord Lana did say, if I remember correctly, that she wanted it out of the city. So it's a win-win.
But there's always that chance.
Well, I'm willing to take that chance because I don't want to stay here.
Whoa, guys. Wah.
Hi.
Oh, Dell's back.
Yay!
You okay, Del?
Hey, sorry. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm so sorry about that. My internet connection died.
Hey, it's okay.
It's perfectly fine.
okay.
Okay. Not really much happened other than me declaring that we are leaving for Noir.
Okay, the last I heard, Secton had just did Thunderclap.
Yeah, so Sexton did an intimidation check. He scared the crowd, and everyone sort of come over, and now basically Bash is sort of having a little moment there, and now Ursula is basically taking a step forward and saying, I'm leaving for Noir with Sparks, who is coming with me.
Alright. Okay, so who's... Okay, so...
Alright, so yeah, and
What do you think?
she did mention as well that Zelion, you're obviously going to Costico.
Right.
Oh, the
That
Hope
is-
Key,
yeah,
Hope
that was
Key.
my question.
Yeah.
Who's coming with me?
Once I get that shard, yes.
I suppose I'll follow.
I back up. I'm going to Costico and Hope Key.
Can I roll a persuasion to give me the shard back?
I'll allow you one last one, but if it fails, then you're not getting it.
Oh!
Natural
A
20!
natural 20!
Why am I not surprised?
Zelion, you look up and you
No
see
choice now.
Magnus's face, and you see this look of concern over him, where he thought he made the right decision, and you know that his exploits are showing concern, especially when he showed concern to Topaz earlier.
I kind of glance away, take out the shard and look over it.
While I do trust you with this shard, I don't think you're ready for it yet. That's an unfortunate part of this. And unfortunately, I'll have to take this away from you for now. I will bring it to Titanus myself. I'll have to do a wisdom saving throw, wouldn't I?
It's
It's up to the
intelligence.
dragon.
It's for intelligence, but well, if you to
Which
find
is
out
a
what happens.
-1.
Well, you'll find. Well, obviously, if Zelion passes you the stone, at the minute it's still in his hand.
Right. Can't. Okay. Am I able to take the shard off from around my neck?
Well, right now, well, let's see. You put it around your neck, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able. Yeah, you can still do it.
Okay, it's not like bound to me or anything, right?
No.
I take it off and then look, or then look back up at Magnus. I'm kind of hesitant to. I'm very curious about this dragon,
Well,
and I just kind of look at Magnus, and I'm just like, can I give a counter persuasion?
You can make a. Go ahead. I'll allow you to make a persuasion, and if you can beat 20, you can keep it. But this is the last one I'm letting you.
All right, Magnus. I understand that you're concerned. And you have the right to be. I get that, but it said something that really it's getting me curious. It's made me.
What did it ask you?
All I asked was what my desire was, but that's all. I'm not.
I will still have to take it from you. Because
Magnus,
if I know what your desire is, that dragon does as well.
Magnus, you have Magnus. You only know what I've told you. You only know as much as I've told you, and there's so much more that I wish I could tell you. But
then tell me. Then tell me what you want. What do you desire the most, so that dragon doesn't do it to you? What do you desire the most in this world?
My father. I want to see him. I want to meet him. I want to know who he is, and I want to know what kind of person he was. All I have are stories from my mother.
What was his
kind
name?
Of person he was, and
Not really. Not
You're-
really.
and you know you're
a half elf, right? What is the half of your other half? What is your other half?
My mother's human. My father is an elf. I've never met him. I've never met him. Never grew up with him. Never. The whole reason why,
You lived in the Orchid Village, correct? Who do you consider your father? The man who raised you, or your biological one? Because honestly, from the sound of it, your biological father was no one. It sounds like the one who raised you was your actual father. He treated you like a son. And honestly, as a half-orc myself, that's how my father treated me. And I honestly think that he is your father.
Magnus, look.
Believe me
it's not that
when I say I want to know who mine is too. But to be honest with you, the man who raised me with my mother, he is the one I consider my father. Not the one who raped my mother. Not the one who was part of an invading army who took over the village. Not the one who ruined my life when I figured out who he was. The one who raised you is your father. Not the one who disappeared after you were born.
For the record, I was about to say that.
Yeah, he didn't. My father did not run off on my mother. She ran from him.
At this point,
I act shocked.
I would say at this point, a swarm of guards is A swarm of guards is heading in your direction from the
Oh
right-hand
God,
side.
what did they
Okay,
want?
we need to go. We need to leave now.
At this point, you actually see the guards surround you, and Lorna is amongst them.
I walk over to Lana. Milady,
Enough!
you here?
I have heard the situation. And then I hear the sound of thunder. I come to an argument. I'm beginning to think that trusting you all with the shard of this was actually a terrible idea. And all of you...
Milady, listen.
You shut up!
I turn to Lana. You know about the dragon, don't you?
Of course I do! I heard the situation from Magnus and the situation, and all I get out of this is I suddenly get the scenario that this shard is important. Now the fact you guys are bickering and bitching yourselves all over this, please excuse me for my language in public, but...
Believe me, I've just said much, much worse.
Look, Lana, I promise I can be, and I trying to keep the shard of Vesco in my hand. Listen, we're sorry we caused such a rut. Look, I don't know what you know about this shard, but Magnus did make a promise to safety. Taking it back, you holding on to it is not going to do anyone any favors. It's just going to put Helix at risk again. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want that. I really don't. That's why I'm asking all of you to leave my city. Now.
Believe me, we were just about to. And
Good.
Milady, I was trying to get it back from Zelion.
I don't care. It could even go in the hands of the... It can go in the hands of the monk. It can even be in the hands of the scorpion. I don't care. Since the fact you've all turned up, I have heard nothing but chaos. You may have defended my city, and that's why I haven't gone so far as to throw you all in the dungeons at this point. And no offense to you, Secton, and to you, Topaz. You both have done me some justice with the situations beforehand. So, believe me, I am not mad at the two of you. Please understand that. As for you, Magnus, and you, Zelion, I see between the two of you that the two of you cannot get your organization in check here. So, I'm going to have to ask you and your group to figure out your next move, and if you're not out within 5 minutes, whose ever feet are still in this city, my guards will throw you in the dungeon, whether you are innocent or guilty. Do I make that clear?
Very.
I sigh, not in the mood, and kind of emotionally strained at this point. So I kind of shoved the shard of Esto back.
Didn't I roll 20 on persuasion to get that back to me?
Magnus technically rolled the 20.
I kind of given up on the counter persuasion on this point, and I just shoved the shard back into Magnus's hands and just storm off and just storm off. I don't care.
We'll be leaving within 5 minutes.
Good.
Also, just to clarify,
I'm going to Noir, by the way.
Hang on. What's up, Raven?
Just to clarify, natural 20 isn't a magic, you succeed.
Yeah, that is exactly it. Yeah, it wasn't like a magic spell, so obviously I was going to say, when I said the counter, by the way, I was referring to Del, you making a persuasion check of your own. That's what I sort of meant. That's what I meant. So you kind of defied that. That's actually why I've stepped in with this situation, just for clarification. Yeah. Start pushing there. Okay, that's fair enough. So you guys are pushing there, and you see Lorne at this point just... you have till the next bell rings. If that bell goes off and my guards find any of you in the city, that is the situation. Now, I'm only being this generous because the fact of you defended my city. Don't make me regret it. And she storms off in the opposite direction.
Milady, I yell out. This shard will never... I will still hold on to my promise.
She's not even listening to you at this point.
Fair enough. Alright, I am going with Ursula.
By the way, just for clarification, I've actually started an actual stopwatch timer. You actually have 5 minutes.
Alright, I'm going with Ursula. Straight up that, I'm going to war. That's my final answer.
Alright, and Noir is over in this direction, isn't it?
It's out it's out in that direction.
Yeah, that's what I... Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
it's in
where
that
we're
direction down there, yeah.
Side note, I put the necklace back on my neck.
Okay, that's fine. So, Magnus is going with Ursula. Topaz, what are you doing?
I'm helping Trilly and Ursula out with Sparks.
Okay. Trilly, you're with the cage, yeah? Also, hello, Aeon.
Aeon.
Sorry, forgot I went first to talk. Yeah, Trilly is currently pushing the wheels as fast as they can move.
Fair enough.
Just imagine.
Squeaky wheels all the way to the frickin' gates.
At this point, the guards are just watching you at this point.
I can just imagine a female halfling just trying to push as hard as she can.
At this point, yeah. Secton, what are you doing?
Secton?
Secton!
Yeah. While we're walking, I ask, who has that orb of transportation?
You do.
That's
a good idea, actually. That's a really good idea, actually. Secton, you're a genius.
I'll be honest, I was waiting for somebody to bring that up.
Secton, you're an absolute genius.
Yeah, right now.
If I recommend giving it to Ursula. Considering it.
Wait, hey!
Yes, you!
Why?
Because you're the only one that's been in a war!
Yeah, but I haven't seen it in years! I've
But
not
you've
spent
been
it
there!
since I was a teenager!
But, you know what? I'm not going to bicker with you. Secton, what's your idea?
Taking the shard somewhere is probably more important.
Fair enough, so I will be the one using it. I'm thinking hometown. But it would take me months to get back.
Is it really a good idea to let the half-orc use it?
Yes, it is a good idea to let the half-orc use it. What are you talking about?
Just to clarify, are we still walking out of town?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to let you know, guys, 2 minutes left.
Oh, let's get the hell out of Dodge, shall we?
If that's the
Let's huffing it. Let's start moving it. All right, I'll help him with the cage.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Mugbeard.
If
Sorry. All right.
if you're on about the transportation stone that Secton found, it's on Trilly and heading for the gate.
Okay, Zelion, what are you doing?
I'm just storming up, not having any time to even charge, bitter, angry, emotionally drained. I just head onto the gate leading out of Helix towards Hopekey and Costico.
Okay, so he's going out that way. Mugbeard, what are you doing?
I follow the biggest group.
Okay,
so happens to be one going to Noir.
So the situation is all of you are heading to Noir, Zelion to Costico. Okay. Alright, so as you're making your way down this way, the guard who's actually there with the key and goes, "Are you actually wanting to take the cage with the scorpion?"
We have no choice.
For now! Unless you can get Bash to join us. Yes!
Bash at this point is actually looking away from you at this point.
If you let that womanizer anywhere near me or Ursula, I will kill you.
Please do.
I'm not going to attempt to bribe him, considering I need to be out of the city. So let's get the hell out of here.
Leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave Bash here if you have to.
All right, let's just get the hell out of Dodge.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm pushing ahead.
Okay. So at this point, the guard looks at you at this point, and then just nods and goes, "Okay, fair enough then." So, as you all go off in your separate directions, as you're approaching...
Roll a strength check.
For what?
To move the cart faster!
Okay, go ahead. Make a strength check.
Oh!
26. Okay, yeah. So, Mugbeard, you help push behind, and realizing the situation, you help push behind the back of the cart, and you guys manage to push the cage with no extra support on the front. You guys all managed to push the cart towards the southern exit. As you guys all making your way there, Zelion, as you're as you're heading towards the north, as you're heading towards the other exit where you first came in, you hear the kerfuffle of that going on, and you sort of look over, and you see them all going in that direction, and they're all pushing the cage with ease. And as that's going on, some of the crowd are looking in your direction.
I kind of eye the crowd. Eye the crowd momentarily. How did they look?
Right now, a mixture of scared, disappointed, and just not sure what to make of everything that's happened. Also, the same group are also the same sort of feeling is happening with the group looking towards the southern gate, the other gate, by the way. So basically, both, I say groups as the loose term, have the same scenario of the group of like villagers and things looking in a direction. Some of the guards have like crossbows and like spears ready just in case you try anything.
I kind of bite my lip a bit, feeling that it's happened. I pull my hat, the brim of my hat down over my eyes, and I'm legit getting emotional, guys.
I'm sorry. Welcome to D&D.
Oh.
It is a good
Take your
game,
time.
if not long.
Yeah.
Welcome to the wonderful world of D&D.
And just this is not what I wanted. And then I just turn and walk away. Just down my face.
Okay. What about the rest of you? As you're approaching the southern gate, you see Enig, who's currently looking over in your direction as well. Goldie is just looking just briefly on, sort of just with her claw just sort of gripped to her chest as she's looking over at you guys. She sort of just smiles a little bit in your direction and just sort of just gives the nod to wish you well and just walks away at this point, not even trying to pretend that she's sort of with you guys at the moment. Do you guys carry on?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. As you approach
so my beard just walks.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I didn't do anything to piss anybody off, so I'm just walking away.
At this point, as you approach the southern, dong, dong, the bell begins to toll, and you watch as the gate that is on the southern end open up as you approach. And as you're making your way to the end, Enig just sort of gives you at least a nod of recognition.
And I nod back.
He then just...
I'm just ignoring everything while pulling the cart.
At this point, they all begin to look. And you then actually hear one person yell out, "Good riddance!" Yeah! They're actually beginning to pick up volume as they are. And some of them sort of pick up, they're getting a little restless. And as you guys make your way out of the door slams shut behind you. And Enig calls out just briefly before it's fully closed. He calls out, "I wish you safe travels, heroes. Just wish we didn't give you this farewell." And the door slams shut behind you. And Zelion,
I have immediate respect for Enig.
As well as that, Zelion, as you make your way out of the other exit, one of the guards of the bridge who was there is actually there at your side. And he walks past you at this point, and he just pats you just gently on the shoulder and walks by. A villager just sort of walks by you as well. Make an athletics check for me, Del.
Athletics check. Oh boy, I'm not gonna like this, Emily.
Side note, if this place ever comes out under attack again, I'm just gonna let it burn down.
18. You notice the person sort of coming towards you, and you move out the way, and you actually watch as a hand had actually reached out to try to grab some of your possessions.
Jeez.
He looks over at you and goes, "Does not belong on anyone like you." And he just walks off. And as you walk out the door, everyone else just sort of gives you the similar response a little bit, and the door slams shut. And at this point, the crowds in the city begin to get a little restless. They begin to pick up. You hear guards constantly just going like, "All right, nothing to see here, carry on." And you guys all are out of your exit ways.
So just like regular British cops. Got it.
Essentially.
Sexton?
Yes.
You have fire magic, don't you?
I like your idea, Mugbeard.
Remember those sewers?
Were any of my possessions... Okay. So was anything of mine stolen?
No, nothing was stolen. You rolled high enough to avoid it.
Okay, good.
But at this point, the feeling of being kicked out of the city that you all defended and just being left in your situation.
I mean, it hasn't helped. It hasn't hurt Magnus before.
I turn to Mugbeard. I'm not gonna blow up a town because Magnus doesn't know how to shut his mouth.
Shall we blow up Magnus?
No, don't you fucking dare.
No.
Thank you,
I'm gonna wait until the group is done
Yeah,
with
let's
their
do it in his sleep.
Fuck you!
So are we kind of going off on the road on the cart now?
Yes.
Well, actually, here's the thing. Actually,
back inside, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You guys grabbed the cage. You didn't get the cart back.
Can I go over to one? Like, since technically we're outside, there are guards outside the city, right?
There are 2 guards outside the city.
If I bribe them to get the cart, will they get it?
Right now, I can tell you, you could try, but remember, there are people still on the other side.
All right. I'm gonna roll a persuasion for one of them to get the cart. That involves money. Well, that worked.
And they don't like you, if I recall correctly.
I mean, I didn't
It
pay
might
them.
work.
I wonder.
I mean, remember, they did donate the rest of the barrel, like the booze funds, to their guard thing.
Would
Technically,
angry
they like
people
me.
be so happy to try to be bribed by Magnus, or would this be a disadvantage?
It would actually be a disadvantage, because technically you are talking to people who are kind of against you right now.
All right, ready?
Oh my god!
God damn it.
A 16 and a 20.
Luck of the alcoholic, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Okay.
16 wins, though, I suppose.
Okay, I'm dead.
We don't
now.
know.
We'll have to see how they feel.
Yeah. Let me roll for them.
Please be a 10.
They get
Oh,
advantage.
revive me,
They
I'm
get
dead.
advantage because technically...
I'm gonna walk over to them. Hey, we forget our cart back there. Could you get it for us, please?
Well, I could tell you rolled. The first roll was a 3. The second roll was a natural 20. So sadly,
Yeah,
BC
but that would be a double disadvantage.
How would it be a
Oh
double
yeah, because he's talking to 2 people.
Yeah,
Wait,
he's
what?
right. There are 2 guards outside. You've only done that on 1, so roll 2 more times. So the first one was a 16.
Fuck!
Second was a 2. Thank you, mate. Thank
I
you.
mean, you're rolling twice, and he's rolling twice, and he has disadvantage, and you have advantage.
Okay.
So wait,
Make
if
it
one
so
of them
freaking hard.
succeeds, that's perfect.
Okay, then fair enough then. Okay, then fair enough. One of them.
Thank you, Moonraven.
Sorry, had to clarify. I'm still new at DMing. I'm sorry.
It's fine. So far, I always liked it.
Hey,
But
if
it would be nigh on impossible.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd be hugging you right now, just to let you know it's okay.
Side note, I want to use the bathroom.
All right. Well, at this point, one of the guards sort of looks at you with the disgust. One of the other ones just looks at you and goes, 10 gold and I can grab it. Oh, he's gone to the bathroom, hasn't he?
15, and we've got a deal.
Wait, you're giving... Oh,
I think Chopper might have went to the restroom.
yeah, he has.
Chopper did say that it was a persuasion with money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so basically a bribery.
Yeah.
so I think it should be all right for him to pay him.
You see the guard at this point just sort of sigh and goes...
You said 10?
10 gold, but Raven
Alright,
said...
that's the deal.
Right. You see the guard look up and goes... Just wait here.
Thank you.
By the way...
What did he roll, by the way? What did he roll?
He had it was still the 5 and the 20 from before. It was the 2 representing for 2. So one of them didn't like you, the other one got the crit. So the 21 basically didn't listen, the 5 did.
Thank you, God!
But he looks over in your direction and goes, you've only specified the cart. If you want the horse...
What's the horses? How much for the horses, too?
2 more gold for each.
So, 14 gold total, right?
Yes.
Fine.
Very well, then. Wait here.
Because we're going to need those suckers.
Then wait here.
Thank you. So, minus 14 gold on my end.
Yep. It does take a couple of minutes as the guard goes back inside and the other one is staring at you with this crossbow in hand. And
So wait.
looking up near the gate, you actually notice... What?
I'm trying to figure out how to minus 14 gold from me. Considering I remember how I split it all into separate pieces?
Oh. Right. Oh, let's see. Trilly, what's Trilly doing? Let's see. Ursula growls and walks ahead of the cart. Fair enough. Trilly leans ahead. Sparks the cage, looks at least happy since she's...
Alright, there we go.
No, fair enough. So Trilly's getting there. So at this point...
So I have no gold and slightly less platinum.
Yeah. So at this point, the guard comes back out about...
What the fuck am I doing?
About 15 minutes later. I won't know that myself. And 15 minutes later, the cart is brought out with both the horses. As they're opening up to let the cart back out, you see that people are sort of yelling it behind and are saying, they don't need it! They're losers! They're villains! They ruined it! They don't deserve it! And at that point, the cart comes back outside.
I'm gonna let that place burn to the ground next time.
You are realizing the guard is close by you're saying that, right?
No, that's me. That's Chopper saying.
Okay,
That's
okay.
meta.
Okay, fair enough.
That's not Magnus saying it.
yeah.
I'm just saying, next time
Yeah.
the place comes
So-
under attack and they ask for our assistance, I'm just gonna say no.
And you're gonna let it burn to the ground.
Yes.
All right.
Unbelievable.
At this point, the guard... you realize that the one who's leading the cart out, though, isn't the guard from before. It is Enig.
Enig, what are you doing here?
I came to offer at least my farewells to you.
You've been an honorable gentleman as of everything.
He
really?
he holds his hand up at this point. That's not the honor I'm talking about. And to be
You
honest,
have my attention.
it's not really to you.
Fair enough.
The
Who is
honor-
it to?
The honor's actually going to Secton and to Topaz, and also to Little Trilly.
Say what?
I will walk up and shake his hand kindly.
Secton.
As will I.
Secton,
Yes?
your magic has helped us out tons of times where our weapons did not. Although I am sorry that the situation has led to this scenario, I can say it has been a pleasure to know someone of such magical strength. And I wish you the best of travels.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna get the orc army on this and get them
The-
to rack.
yes.
It was an honor to meet someone with such martial prowess.
You honor me. And tell you what, if I'm ever out of the city and we ever come across, I'll buy you a drink. On me.
I give him a kind smile.
He then walks over to Topaz. And you, your healing has helped us on all those times. Though the Dragonborn may have the more powerful healing amongst her, you have been noble with your strength with that scimitar. It is an honor to meet someone of such agility and power of your end.
As well as to know a man as honor as you.
I really hope that the situation gets better for you, my feline friend.
Thank you.
And with that, he sort of offers his hand and shakes it back there. And
I shake his hand as well.
all right. Also, at this point, he then goes up to you, Trilly, and goes, "Well, it's nice to meet someone who's close to my size. And honestly, I'd say you actually deserve some bravery props, little one. When that situation with that Diction fellow came up, you got paralyzed. And the fact that you couldn't do anything, you never gave up. You didn't scream out for help as best you could. You never wavered. And the fact that you're still standing, that shows guts. Guts that any dwarf would recognize. And I can say it to the halfling, you're alright."
Trilly will step away from Magnus without saying any word to him. Walk up to Enig and offer him a handshake. It was good to meet you too.
He offers his hand and shakes your hand back. And he actually sort of does something. He goes, "I can tell that you're not exactly from around Monu. Am I right?"
Yeah. Not local.
Then I really hope that the situation gets better for you. And I hope that places around Manu will treat you with love and respect.
Enig, I have one request from you.
He sort of sighs after shaking Trilly's hand and looks up at you. "What is it?"
I need you to send a note, or a letter, as it will be, to the Great Orc Army. Specifically, their leader.
And where will I find the Great Orc Army?
God knows. Odds are they're on a Manu at this point. Considering how many lands we've taken on the mainland.
Taken? Wait.
It's an orc army.
Hold on. At this point, you actually watch as his eyes glow red. You had better go now.
Can I roll a persuasion check?
Not this time. Not this time.
Fuck! Alright, fair enough.
He's actually
I was about to say, are we going to end this quick because you said you wanted the session to be short?
Alright.
Yeah,
Fine.
He actually looks at you and he actually says and goes, "I actually liked you, but knowing that you're part of the army that took away my home..."
Used to be! I'm retired. I couldn't take the death or destruction anymore. Not after what happened to my son.
Well, that's funny. Concerning what you've passed around now.
The fact that I use my rank? My former rank?
The fact that... Don't think I didn't pay attention to what you did with my cannon. Though you took a hit at the enemy, you actually...
I damn near killed him!
You didn't pay attention.
Yes, I double loaded it by accident. And yes, it's been a while since I've used artillery, and I apologize. Anyway, it's what I used to be. Not anymore.
Funny. It's a weird way of showing it. And he actually walks back towards the city.
Fine. I'm not gonna follow him. I'm gonna keep going with Sparks in the cart.
Well, at this point, you all actually notice that Ursula has already made her way to the top of a nearby hill, who's just sort of standing there at this point, looking in your direction, as if sort of looking if you're coming. She's currently about, 100 feet away from you at this point. So are you guys carrying on?
Well, that was rude. And I walk away.
So are you all going after Ursula? Okay. Zelion, on your end, as you make your way out of the city, you make your way along that direction, and as you're just about to cross the bridge, you're actually stopped by a figure who calls out to you and goes, "Wait!"
Well, I stop for a moment and kind of try to wipe the tears away from my eyes as I look back to who's calling out to me.
As you actually look over, you actually recognize the figure that you came across. It was actually one of the figures of the survivors from the sewers.
Oh, hey. I kind of give a weak smile.
I heard what happened.
I kind of sigh. I'm not surprised.
If it's anything to go on, I don't think you're bad people.
My eyes widen for a moment as I look back at the person.
Yeah, I honestly think that... So I'm just moving things to the outside of Helix, just for clarity.
Okay.
Just to basically go things here. So Cart is... Oh, fucking map thing.
Sparks, don't forget.
Yeah, Sparks is currently down here. Zelion is up here. Okay, yeah, just passing that bit on. He looks over and goes, "Well, the fact that you saved me and my brother from the sewers. You could have left us to die, but you chose to help. I didn't get the chance to thank you." Oh, okay.
Hey.
Thanks, guys.
I smile at them. Hey, it was no trouble. I'm just happy you and your brother are okay. I kind of laugh and all the commotion, I actually never got your name.
Yeah, I guess in the situation, I guess it was a hectic one. My name is Mortu. And my brother name is Gatu. We're weird with our family, I know.
It's fine. It's fine.
So, what are you doing now?
I looked on the path. I'm heading back to Costico. Well, I'm heading to Costico right now, and then I'm gonna head back to Hope Key. Not sure which I'm gonna do first, but whatever happens, I'll try to make the most of it.
I see. Then, in that case, he actually puts his hand in his pocket and he actually pulls out a small bag and he hands it to you.
I bag and look at it. What's this?
Inside the bag is 30 gold pieces.
Shit.
Are you sure you want to give me this?
Of course I'm sure. You saved me and my brother. I figured it's the least we could do. I'm just sorry we couldn't do more for you.
I give him a grateful smile and pat on the shoulder. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you to do that.
Well, I figured it's the least. Speaking of least, it's the least expected thing, but where are your companions?
I kind of flinch and then just they're probably on the opposite end of the town heading to Noir.
Wait, they're heading to Noir.
Yeah, they are.
Do they know about the rumors?
All right.
Rumors.
First,
Yeah. I'm actually going to whisper at this point.
alrighty.
Dal gets a whisper at this point, which is a lot later than I expected I would get this. All right.
So,
Well, hey, think of it this way. You had some minor interruptions.
Minor is not quite the word I had, but I'll take it. Okay.
What were you thinking? More like major?
Well, the fact that you guys wouldn't get any progress. Alright.
Hey, I was just sitting here minding my own beeswax.
Yep. Okay.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Keep this quiet.
I kind of blink. I kind of think about it and I'm just like, I think they may have been told about them. Sure. No.
Well, I just hope they're going to be careful. Chances are, if they go in that direction, it won't be pretty.
If I know them, they can handle it. I mean, Magnus and Mugbeard are both pretty tough fighters. Trilly, she's amazing. She's just amazing with her bow and arrow. And Ursula, she may not seem like it at first. She does have, but she's very passionate, and that she can get through it all. And the other two, based on what I've seen them do, they're, let's just say, well, I have faith in them. They'll make it.
Well, I hope they do. And I hope you join up with them soon.
I hope. Yeah, I kind of look towards the gates of Helix and then back at more too. I'm just sorry that things had ended the way things did.
I guess it's just what it is. Anyway, if I should probably let you get going. I'd rather not them thinking I'm,
No, I understand. You go ahead. You and your brother stay safe, okay?
We will. And safe travels, Bard.
It's I tip my hat to him and say, my name's Zelion.
Zelion. Even if the town, if I can just say one thing before you go, even though Helix may hate you and your team, know that you're at least wanted by someone in Helix.
I nod. Thank you. And then in a farewell gesture, and then just
Okay.
feeling somewhat better about my departure from Helix.
All right. As you guys make your way in the directions that you have been moving, the clouds begin to swarm over the sky. The wind begins to pick up, and thus You have all gone in your separate directions with the situation in Helix. Though the situation may have been over with the parts of addiction, things had taken a turn for the worst in the city of Helix. As Zelion makes his way towards the direction of Costico and Hope Key, and the rest of the team make their way to Noir. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right.
So, with that said...
Like a good place.
Yep, so with that... I really didn't want to go that route with you guys, but you were really beginning to push this. I'll confess. But, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for tonight's session. So, where does things go from here? Is Helix now going to be safe? And will things be wanting them back? Will the team successfully make it to Noir? And will Zelion be alright on his own? Well, you'll have to tune in next time to see what happens next Monday. So until then, guys, the perception's rolled low. It's time for us to go. So until then, guys, it's goodbye from Brownie, the Dungeon Master tonight. It's goodbye from Raven.
Toodaloo.
Oh, thank you. It's goodbye from Dell.
Boy, everybody.
It's goodbye from Aeon.
See ya.
It's goodbye from Chopper.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Ursula. Heidi, whatever way you want to go with.
Doesn't matter. To be continued.
I'm glad Is my music playing for you guys, by the way?
Just
Yes,
started.
it is.
Okay, glad your music's playing for me, because for some reason it's not playing for me. Anyway, it's goodbye from Lena.
Sayonara, peoples.
And it's goodbye from Secton.
Goodbye.
And with that said...
Smee, get back to the...
Oh god, I forgot about Shmee. Shmee! oh great. Why did I not do that for the clock? But with that said...
Blast that Peter Pan.
Blast Peter Pan! But otherwise, guys, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers, signing off on Let's Play Live Dungeons and Dragons. So remember,
Don't
next...
forget to raid.
Yeah, we're going to pass that bit here. We're going to pass the raid there. But otherwise, this is Brownie signing off. Catch you all later, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and possibly donate to this channel.
All support is welcome.
Please do so.
Indeed.
Yes, and we're sorry for the yelling earlier.
Yes, indeed.
You brought this
Yes,
on
that
yourself.
was a little bit of a...
That was Magnus. That was me being in character for Magnus.
Yep.
Who is a natural dick.
Anyway,
You
gonna pass...
do it too well, Chopper.
Right.
Anyway,
A little too well.
we're gonna pass the raid over to Ben, and we'll see you guys on the next time. Catch you all later.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.
Laters.
Okay.